Hey, good morning, guys. How's it going? Sitting here reading my little letter from these people. Florida Beekeepers Research Foundation. Apiculture Diagnostics Program included in the 2020 legislative budget. Yeah, I think this is going to go over like a turd in a punch bowl after we have this virus going around. All the money is going to be spent on that, deal there. So, no, I don't think there's going to be any money going out to beekeepers. But that's okay. We beekeepers are survivalists anyway. If we weren't, we wouldn't have any bees. So, it's Tony here. Mr. Tony has sent me this. Tony Hogg. Tony Hogg. He's with Florida Beekeepers Research Foundation. Okay, Tony wants money, basically. So he can continue. Here he goes here. The Florida legislature ended the 2020 session Thursday with final act of approving the 2021 budget. It was good. It was a good year for the apiary industry in Tallahassee. Not only did we receive funding to establish a diagnostic team at the UF Bee Lab, beekeepers will soon be able to purchase beekeeping specialty license plate. Now that's fantastic. I can ride around and everybody can see that I'm a beekeeper with my license plate. Isn't that lovely? There are many folks to thank for the leadership of our success. In the House of Representatives, Melanie Bell, James Grant, and Rep. Holly something in the Senate. And then we go along with all these other people, a whole bunch of people involved in this. Our work for the apiculture diagnostic program is not over. Since the budget is sent to Governor DeSantis, he has 15 days to exercise his line item veto authority. Today we are in different economic environment than we were 3 weeks ago thanks to the virus. Okay, so he's going on and on. So I guess I'm not sure what they're looking at with this clinic they're setting up. Probably viruses on honeybees, I'm assuming, and this and that, but the way it sounds here. Alright, so I wrote him back. Sent old Tony baby a little letter back. We've been communicating a little bit back and forth. I go through this every year, guys. Every flipping year. Alright? And I get nowhere. No one's listening. We have a listening problem. Listening to people that are out in the field doing this stuff. Okay? Okay, so I write to Tony, more than anything, we need bees in the woods. Bees in the woods. I need more space to run my small bee operation. I gave him my zip code, and I'm 5 miles east of a park that is run by Swift Mud. Just 5 miles from my house. This is a very large tract of taxpayer land that they should let me in so I can make bees. I have found lots of spots in there that I could safely put bees. This park, by the way, is you can fish here. There's a few fishing ponds. A lot of horse people come and go out of here. All right. There would be no conflict with horses and honeybees don't get along too well, don't you know? There is tons of spots I found in here. There's dead-end little cul-de-sac roads that I could go in and set up. Would not hurt a thing. Okay, that's just giving you a little heads up there. I walked through there this AM, which was the other day, And the gallberry and the saw palmetto are starting to bloom. Guess what? There is no honeybees or any other bees working any blooms. So, for the health of the woods and the wildlife and the health of the beekeeper, me, I need a key to that gate ASAP. I would like you to get this email to Governor DeSantis so he can give us beekeepers a break, because we need help. A lot of wildlife depends on these berries for food, and so does my bees. So your research work is good plan, but we beekeepers need real estate more than a dead man needs a box. It says here, we tax-paying beekeepers should not be charged a fee to get on this land. If you want to help, please help me get on that land. Thank you, and my name. All right. Tony comes back. Tony comes back. All right. He tells me here, thank you for your comments. I agree. Better access to public land should be a priority. Duh. Duh. Unfortunately, beekeepers... I'm watching a good-looking girl on a horse go by me right now. I think she looks better than the horse, but the horse does look good too. Anyway. Unfortunately, beekeepers are reluctant to financially support such efforts. Yeah, like we're running around like Mini Mike, you know? We're Mini Mike. We just loaded. Our foundation is an all volunteer staff. Well, God bless. God bless. As in there is no financial compensation for our work. Now get this, guys. We do have to hire some lobbyists and lawyers to navigate the legislative and legal framework state of our government. That's another big problem, guys. We got so many flipping lawyers and regulations and stuff, and just kicking the crap out of the small businessman in this country today. Just kicking our ass. If every beekeeper in the state now would contribute $50 a year, we would fund, and he went on earlier that there's 5,000 beekeepers in Florida, registered beekeepers. And if we would just throw him a $50 a year bone, do the math on that, somebody's going to make some money here. This is what it's all about, always making money. Our government's always trying to get their hand in your back pocket. And this is all volunteer work. It's a bunch of silly nonsense. These people are going to be making big paydays with this stuff. And they would be able to fund issues like what I'm talking about if we just keep throwing money at it. All right, so now, okay. So we're moving on here. He tells me all this stuff. We got to, you know, by the way, there's 5,000 registered beekeepers in Florida. I guarantee you, there's at least 5,000 plus 1- and 2-yard backyard beekeepers, hobbyists. And that's basically all I am anymore. I don't run any serious honey operation anymore like I used to. This is basically just something to keep me busy, keep me active. Something I enjoy. And I guarantee you there's 5,000 plus unregistered ones out there. Okay. Okay, so then I come back with another letter. And I said to Tony, that's the problem. That's a problem, Tony, because we beekeepers have big bills to pay too. Most of our money goes for sugar, gas, and supplies. As you well know, beekeepers aren't rich. We need help, and we are not getting any from the high command. And this is a crying shame. Maybe someone soon will, with common sense, will wake up and smell the honey. And I put my name in. Every year I go through this stuff, guys. These people don't get it. They're scared to death. They say, and I asked a game warden in here one time. I ran into a game warden. I said, I'm seeing, and I was in here the other day, the wild pigs are really tearing this place up. Invasive species. Why can't bow hunters come in? I can understand you got horses going through here, and this and that. There is tons of places we can set up little mini bait stations. Let us bow hunters come in here and thin the herd. No, can't do that. No, that's just too hairy. That is way too scary. We can't have this happening. And I've talked to the people every year. I said, I want to get in there. I was in here the other day, and there's nothing hitting these. We don't have love bugs this year yet. I'm sure they're coming. And they usually just screw up the saw palmetto bloom when they come in, because the bees don't seem to want to get on that bloom after they slobber all over the bloom. They're a stinking mess. They don't have any benefit to. They were another Florida screw up. They brought them in eons ago, thinking that they were going to. I think a South American species also going to help eat garbage. They're not eating any garbage. It's ridiculous. They're just messing up the environment. But I hadn't seen any of those out there in the woods. There was nothing on these blooms, and these animals, deer, turkeys, quail. I haven't heard a quail sing, and I can't tell you how long out in these woods. About 8 years ago, I used to come out and I'd whistle to the bobwhite quail. They would whistle back. We'd have this little thing going on. You don't hear any more quail. We've got wild hogs in here eating the eggs. We got coyotes coming out our rear ends. Skunks. I haven't seen skunks in eons. I don't know what happened to the skunks. I don't know if they all died of rabies or whatever. I don't see a skunk. I don't smell a skunk. Nothing anymore. Something happened to the skunks. But anyway, these berries are not getting pollinated, and every year I hunted pretty hard. I don't need any saw palmetto tincture. I've got, oh God, I've got three years worth. So I don't need to be picking any berries this year. I got plenty of that. I do need some more elder berry tincture. I made some elder flower tincture. I made some elderberry tincture. And that elderberry is excellent, guys. I make also echinacea tincture. Now, I buy that from Rose Mountain. And I wildcraft the elder tincture, the berries, to make the tincture. Those two things there that I get from the wild here are excellent at killing viruses, by the way. Cold viruses. I was at the grandkids, and you know, getting around grandkids, they're at the schools, and that's just a cesspool of cooties there. And I was there, kissed my little grandkids, and the next day I'm getting it in the throat. I could feel it scratch. All those kids are sick at school. I'm feeling it. I said, okay. Well, a friend Martin gave me a jar of nap honey. And I was out of honey pretty much till I got that jar of nap honey. And what I do when I feel something coming on, I'll take Christian Brothers brandy. I'll pour 1 ounce or 2 ounce, and I put a tablespoon of that honey in there, and then I'll put 2 squirts. I got an eyedroppers, and it'll come up about that high in the dropper. I put 2 squirts of each one, elder and echinacea tincture, in there, into that honey, and I stir it up. It takes a little bit. That nap honey was thick, and it took quite a bit of stirring to get it incorporated. I downed that, and I was coming out with a slight headache. So I took some of my skullcap tincture, couple squirts under the tongue, and I popped 2 aspirin. I went to bed. I told Miss Daisy, I said, this is not feeling good. Woke up the next morning, gone. I've been using that trick for years now, and it works great. So if you guys, with this cold season, this virus crap going around, something to think about. The tinctures take, the way I do it, 8 weeks to make. You fill that quart jar, wide mouth quart jar up half full of your product. You can get all these things at Rose Mountain. You can get echinacea and elderberries at Rose Mountain if you want. They're in Oregon. Anyway, it takes 8 weeks. You shake that jar every day, 1 time. Keep it in a dark location in a cabinet somewhere. Shake it every day, 1 time. Put it away for 8 weeks. Then you strain it. You leave it in the quarts. And then you take it. I use a stainless turkey baster. And I get little, you can get the jars too, the small dropper bottle jars, any size you want with a dropper on it at Rose Mountain. Or you can save your, like sweet leaf liquid, save those. Those make excellent tincture bottles. But, yes, and so Miss Daisy says the next day, how are you feeling? I said, I'm feeling fine. Throat sore? Nope, gone. That evening, she started coming down with it, but didn't say nothing to me. Next day, next day, she had a scratchy throat all day. She says, I'm getting a scratchy throat. I said, you feeling weak? Yes, I'm starting to feel weak. Can you make me some of your magic potion? I said, certainly. So I went out and whipped her up one. And I said, I want you to pop, just for giggles, I want you to pop 2 aspirin too with it. And here comes some more horse girls. They remember me. I used to walk my little dog in here. Anyway. So, next day, guess what? I said, how you feeling? It's gone. So old medicine man Steve-O has a few tricks. I'm trying to pass on some tricks to the state of Florida, agricultural department, but they're not picking up on any tricks. So anyway, let's go in the woods and look around and see what we see. I got to get this 3-mile hike in. As you well know, I do it every day. Then we got to go back to base camp and work some honeybees, see what's going on there. That colony, that double 8-framer that we put the frame in above, and I put excluder in because I trapped a cell up top. Let's see if they've ripened that cell and capped it off nice. And let's go ahead and steal that out of there and set up another colony and then see what else we can make up. See you in a bit. Okay guys, here's saw palmetto just fixing to go. Here's some just started here. This one looks like it's going to put out a lot, but this thing is going to bloom, but it doesn't mean nothing. I mean, if you look through there, right over there, there's another one. I mean, it's just thick in here. Absolutely thick. There's some more. There's another green stalk right there coming out. But that doesn't mean they're going to make berries, and they need pollination pretty much. Let's keep hunting around here. Okay guys, I'm seeing a lot of this. This is all wild pig rooting here. All wild pig action. They like this spot. They come through here, that's east. They come through here, back and forth. They go all the way to the west here, across the power line. Big cypress head over there. And they got the whole side of the road chewed up over there too. Yeah. All kind of stuff blooming out here. Got some blackberries blooming. One year I came through here every morning. Every morning, guys, I'd pick me 2 handfuls of blackberries. Blackberry bloom. And you would have plenty of blackberries here if you had one thing: honeybees. There are no bees, there are no pollinators whatsoever on any of this stuff. None. Think about how many animals, including Steve-O, would appreciate some food. One of these days, someone with common sense will help the beekeeper. But I'm still waiting. This bloom here, guys, is happening right now. There is a mix of everything in here. Some blackberries. But this little purple flower here, yes. This little purple flower, the bees just tear it up. This is gallberry crossed here, tie. Lots of it. More blackberries. I have not seen a blackberry on any of this stuff in the last 5 years. 5 years. And I've been begging these people to get in here with no luck. What do you think, Woody? What do you think of the situation? Bad, isn't it? See, Woody gets it. He understands. And his head is hard as an oak tree, guys. And he gets it. And I don't know if you guys have noticed. Shh. But I am not the sharpest knife in the drawer. But I get it, okay? So what does that tell you about the rest of the high command? What do they know? They know how to make money, I can tell you that. They know how to pad their bank account. These are our leaders. Okay, we don't want to have negativity, guys. We don't want to have negativity on my site, but what we do want to do is have, a positive outlook on the wilderness. Okay? All right, I'm going to finish my hike, guys, and we're going to get back to base camp and work some bees, see if we can't move on with it. Okay? See you in a few. Hey guys, fixing to get into the bees, but I wanted to show you what I planted yesterday. Butternut squash. I got them on about, 3 to 4 foot intervals. All 3 beds up to where I stopped right there at the chicken tractor. I ran out. But here's what I use. These little, I don't know what these are. 3 ounce maybe. And I take a little wood burner, I burn a hole on each side and 2 in the bottom. And I throw my dirt topsoil in a wheelbarrow. And I had some amendments like blood meal, green sand, and a few other goodies, some perlite. And I mix it all up, and I mix it kind of soupy. I mix it dry real well first, and then I mix it kind of soupy. And then I scoop them up and put them on top of a garbage can lid. I don't know, I had probably 40 or so of these, and set it on the garbage can. Flip a garbage can lid upside down, so you got a tray. And I load them all up, and then last thing I do is come back in and put in my butternut squash seed. Now the butternut I got at the grocery store, and I found the best way to get into those is put down a cutting board and take a meat cleaver, because they're really hard shelled, and you take a rubber hammer so you don't hurt your hand, and you take and beat that meat cleaver right into that thing, and then pull all your seeds out and save your seeds and wash them off really good, get the slime off the seed, and then you lay them on a parchment paper in there where I'm drying the then I dry them in there. And I didn't do quite a very good job weeding. I had a lot of weeds in here. This stuff is all in biochar, as you can see. This is all biochar. I got tons of biochar in here that I homemade. So we'll see how it goes here. And I'll keep you posted on this little crop. So it's good to get a garden in. You never know where our economy is going or what's happening, you know. We never know where the world's heading next, so put in some food. All right, let's get into the bees. Okay guys, we got two nice cells here. Two really nice cells. A lot of brood. We're gonna make a nice strong make us a nice strong nuke here. Let me get one more frame. See if we got any more cells in here. If we do, we can make up another one. Yeah, look at there, guys. 2, 3. Excellent, excellent. Okay, let's see what we got here. I got another yard. I have another bee yard, so what we're going to do, we got a lot of bees here. We got nice cells. They're ripe cells. So we're going to do kind of a walk away on that. Another one here. So we're going to make a second one, a third one. This is working out sweet, guys. This is working out sweet. Shut my little trap door here. Put this one in. What do we got on this one? lot of drone on the outside edges. Let's give them this one too. Let's put this one together. Put a plug in it. And she's ready for shipment. Let me get my truck tailgate down. Just went to Tractor Supply, picked up their last bag of chicken food. People are going absolutely crazy buying stuff up. It's like the end of the world happening here. Yeah, it's the end of the world, guys. Okay. It's the 22nd today, so I'm pretty gonna much just check this puppy here on 4/22. I'm gonna just put a check on 4/22. I got to come back and do our Visqueen wrap on this thing. So we're harvesting some goodies here, guys. I love this. I am loving this. Let's take this frame here also. Some good resources. Push those three together. We'll put one on the outside here and the outside here. That's complete. Okay, back of the truck we go. It's just got a floating bottom on it. Be careful. We're gonna have to Visqueen it, or shrink wrap it rather. This is gonna work out perfect. I've got a slot over at the other bee yard for 3 hives, so we're gonna give it 3 hives. Talked to a buddy of mine, and he is going to talk to another fella and see if he can't give me a bee location. I told him I need a spot for about 10 colonies is all. He says, I think I can help you out with that. So that's good. Okay, I'm going to need one more frame. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. There's enough bees in there. I'm putting this frame in here. We've got those ripe cells in there, guys. That's all we're going to need in there. To the back of the truck. That's the beauty of these little 2 framers, guys. You can see I made it basically with one frame and then a plain frame. Two would be good too, but I'm going to feed these bees. And these little screen doors we got, they're excellent for transporting. You just pull them up when you get to your location. Can't beat that. There's vent holes on the bottom of them things, as you saw. All right, let's see if we can make a 4th. Let's go downstairs and see what she's doing down here. See, a baby girl down here is getting all happy. Yeah, she might be getting happy down here, guys. We're using this like a cell builder. Now if I get down in there and find out there's nothing going on down here, there's no egg, she's not down here, she's lost, she's gone, whatever, I'm gonna have to bring back one of those frames and stick back in here. Yeah, that's what I'll have to do. Okay, there's no eggs here on this frame. There's a big old peanut right there, guys. See it? Okay. So that queen's lost. There's no eggs in here. We're not going to look in this colony for another 30 days. Something happened to our good girl. Something happened. She may have taken off a small batch of bees and took off for parts unknown. They're a little testy too, and reason is they're queenless. Yep, we're queenless and we're testy. Okay. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 colonies now going on here. Okay, I rigged up my little feeder jar filler dealy here. That works good. I'm going to put on just 1 holder caps. I got to add a little more to this. I'll take 3 jars of this over to that other yard. Keep the syrup on them till these queens hatch and she starts laying. They should work out good, and they came from an ideal colony. This bee information here, let's go ahead and throw that in the dumpster because I've gone nowhere with that. But I'm going to stay on them, guys. They're not done. They're not done hearing from me, old Steve-O. No. I'm going to drive them flipping crazy. Oh yeah. You know how I roll, guys. Just keep up till they give in. That's what I'll do. And you guys keep on them too. We want to give these people no rest. There's no rest for the wicked. Okay guys, that was cool. I loved that. I'm gonna put here, check 422. And we'll see if that's all happy. I've got it here, check on 416. Let's see what's going on here, guys. I gotta take more buckets over that other yard. Let's wander over here a second. What's going on over here? All right, I got a 323. Tomorrow I can check these. Tomorrow I'll get into these here. We'll look at those. We should have a couple of queens there. Hives we can sell. This is fire ants right here. Those things are absolutely terrible in Florida. What happened to this hive here? Sometimes I have little brain seizures and don't get a date on here. Yeah, 323. Here's another colony we can check. That's 3 hives. I've got customers waiting. And on Tuesday, let's check on 4-6. This is a 4-6. That's a 4-6. So we got a little work to do yet. And we'll get her done, guys. Thanks for stopping in to my base camp. I will catch you on the next one. Be happy, be strong. You know, we got to keep getting it on. See ya.